saying, listen, I'm not a developer. Basically saying, I can't even do nothing to fix the game. But you were there to sell us the game. Why can't you do anything to fix the game if you were there to sell us the game? Ronnie, help me understand your logic. Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know I'm AllCity with AllCityLiveTV.com, and thank you for tuning in. As you guys know, if you're familiar with the channel, I've been running a series giving you guys a bunch of information so you can make a better and more informed decision on pre-ordering or even purchasing NBA 2K22. And we're going to continue that in today's video as well. I found a lot of things interesting, and it feels like 2K has really given up on NBA 2K21. I know they just released the patch, but it was more of a My Team patch, which we're going to get into in just a minute. I want to commend the community. The community has never spoken so loudly and so clear on this product that we have. There's been years, I've been going through this process for years, and I want to say it started in 2K17 because we had NBA 2K16, and everybody was extremely pleased with 2K16, and going over into 2K17, which was, when you look back on it, it seems to be a great game compared to 18, and 19 was okay, but 20 and 21, you know, compared to those games, 17 was really good, and I had a ton of fun on 17 as well. But I gotta say, the years, it's just been years in the making where 2K has gotten more aggressive in their microtransactions, and it's carrying over, trickling down into the gameplay, and people just aren't pleased, and they aren't pleased with the environment that 2K18 first introduced, and then we get this big city. So it makes it, like, as far as aesthetically, they give us this grand idea and they put it into action, but when it comes to gameplay and actually getting into the game, you find out that it's really a mediocre product. At least in my opinion, it's a mediocre product and it's a mediocre experience, and we're going into next gen gaming and it doesn't feel like a next gen experience, especially the connection between the devs and, you know, the community managers. With, I'm sure that's like Ronnie 2K right now. He's the closest thing to a community manager, although we were supposed to get another community manager. They're not really connected with us, so Ronnie 2K still holds that title, at least as far as the 2K community is concerned. It seems that he holds the title for being the community manager and someone who relays information from the community to the devs. And that brings me to the first thing that I want to explain to you guys. First, I went on to Ronnie 2K's Twitter, which we're going to show you guys right now. I went onto his Twitter to see what they were talking about, because it seems like we got a secret patch that nobody is really talking about or even concerned, and that's because the patch did a lot of nothing, at least for the game, for the players who play Park, at least for the players who play Pro-Am and Rec. It really did nothing for us, and we are the ones that are actually speaking on our experience with the game. At least we're the ones most frustrated with our experience with the game. So I went on to his Twitter to find out what he's talking about, and then I run into this tweet here, which was tweeted about an hour ago, and it says, I share how I really feel when I get tweets about being a developer. So we went into that tweet to find out what he was talking about, and it's this cringe video, and it says, when people say to fix the game and I'm not a developer, and he puts the sad face there, but I'm not a developer. But you are the closest, the absolute closest thing to being, like, you're not a developer, Ronnie, we get that, but you're the closest thing, you're the closest connection and tie to the development team. And why is it a thing that you're out there selling the game, but when it comes to actually fixing the product that you're selling, you expect the consumer to go elsewhere to communicate with the company that they bought the product from? You have no problem selling the game. You have no problem promoting it and telling us it's going to be an awesome experience. But when it comes, when the 2K community responded, such as they did with NBA 2K21 on next gen and even current gen, when they respond back and they're unhappy with the product that they received, that you sold them and marketed to them with your live streams and your marketing reports and all of that. We know Ronnie doesn't really conduct the marketing reports, but Mike Wang is out there and he's in direct connection with Ronnie 2K. So it's a team effort to sell the game, but it's not a team effort to fix the product that you sold us. So there's my issues with that I'm having with 2K as well. And these are some of the things that I want to make you guys aware of so you can make a better, more informed decision when considering pre-ordering or even purchasing NBA 2K22, because it's more of the same. Nothing much has changed. We went on to Mike Wang's Twitter to see what he's talking about. His last tweet was February. His last tweet was February 11th. It's about the previous patch and not the most current patch, which is why I think that patch was done in secret, because there's not much about the patch. Nobody's even talking about it because it's not game saving. They're really focused, it seems to be, at least this is what I'm acknowledging so far. It seems to be that they really focused on my team. I guess my team is the current moneymaker because the community, the 2K community that plays Park, Pro-Am, and Rec, they're really like leaving the game and playing different games or finding enjoyment in different games. So I went onto the NBA 2K Twitter to find out what they're talking about, and they indeed did have the patch notes for the most recent patch on Next Gen, which is right here, which I'm going to pull up right here, the most recent patch. And it says a new update is available for Next Gen version NBA. And we're not going to get into it. It's really just a bunch of nonsense. And they have like the player likeness update. And since when? Help me understand, guys. If you're out there watching the video, help me understand what's 2K's logic when we have so many countless amounts of issues with the game that they decide that we're going to put like player likeness at the forefront in their patch notes. It's such a disappointment to experience what we're experiencing when we play NBA 2K21, and when we finally get a fix or an update, we come on to see the notes of what the dev team updated in the game, and the very first thing that they put out is updating a player likeness. Tell me, who cares? Please explain to me who cares. Help me understand. Which one of you guys are out there that care about the player likeness, that watch an NBA game and say, hold on, that dude's haircut doesn't look like the haircut that I see when I play the game? Help me understand that. Why is this guy's mustache so important? Can't trim your mustache up like mine. You imagine they have to change my mustache every time. They'd be having patches every single day. But it is what it is. We're gonna go on to see the rest of the patch notes, and indeed they're mainly focused on my team. Nothing about Park, Rec, or Pro-Am. Nothing that says we fixed error codes. Nothing that says we're going to make sure that the menus function properly. Now, I saw Agent's video and I saw what he was talking about, and there was a lot that he had to say, and I wish 2K would absolutely listen, because they're losing a huge influencer within the 2K community in Agent by not at least adhering to some of the things that he has to say. You have to listen, 2K. You're losing a huge part of your community, which takes me on over into the next tab. I went on over into Twitch to find out how many players are actually playing the game and what were they playing, because my team is the moneymaker. My team is what 2K is primarily focused on right now. So I said, what are the streamers streaming? So it looks like they're streaming Park. Mo Buckets is on. Boss is on with 1K viewers. D-Nell is on with 380 viewers. But we got Mo Buckets with 100,000 plus followers. We're talking about 100,000 plus followers. Mayor in 2K, and only has 706 viewers in his live stream on Twitch. I'm not knocking Mo Buckets. This has nothing to do with Mo Buckets. It's that people, the community is speaking. We don't want to see nothing that has to do with 2K. So I go on to see how many people are actually on or watching 2K content, 2K live streams on Twitch. And we find out that there's only 31.2 thousand people watching 2K content right now. Now, for me as a content creator, it's not a good idea to go down with this sinking ship. I refuse to do it. So I'm going to talk about what we're seeing here to help you guys make a better and more informed decision on pre-ordering or even purchasing NBA 2K22. Because we don't know how that game is going to end up. And I highly doubt, listen, if 2K was smart, they would be doing damage control right now. But instead, they're saying things, they're sending out TikToks like this when people think that I'm a dev, when people tell me to fix the game. Listen, if it wasn't the primary thing that you're hearing as like the community manager, you would not put this TikTok out there. but it is one of the most primary things that you're hearing from the community. And instead, your thought process to say, let me record a video saying, listen, I'm not a developer. Basically saying, I can't even do nothing to fix the game. But you were there to sell us the game. Why can't you do anything to fix the game if you were there to sell us the game? Ronnie, help me understand your logic. Now we're expected to believe that your hands are tied and the product is released and there's nothing you can do about it? What happened to everything that was told to us to make us purchase the game or help us at least lead us into believing that the game was going to be something that it turns out that it's not? And now that we're questioning you're gonna make a TikTok video with a sad. First of all, that video is super cringe. I don't know if I could ever do something like that, but that's what Ronnie does, cringe videos. And I could only imagine what else is on his TikTok, but I promise you, I will not go and check. I just so happened to see that on his Twitter, and I clicked on it, and this is where it took me in, and I'm like, I can't erase it from my memory now. So it is what it is, and now it's probably stuck in you guys' memory, and you have to look at it for the rest of the day. But it is what it is, man. Listen, 31.2 only combined viewers watching 2K content is not a good thing right now. 2K is down bad. I commend you guys for really seeing 2K's tactics. They need to get back into gameplay. They need to get back to the fundamentals. They need to get back to gaming. And if they don't get back to gaming, then 2K is a sinking ship and is going downhill for them. And I'm so proud of you guys for actually taking a stand. We spoke. The community has spoken, and it's 2K, you got to get on your A game. We know that 2K has been, listen, I don't want to talk about that. I will just say there's rumors. I'll say there's rumors that 2K is paying content creators, is paying influencers to say that the product is good. Why pay money out to content creators at the same note limit the appreciation for real creators out there? You limit that, but then at the same time you want to pay them instead of putting money toward that or investing in the actual product that you're delivering to your consumer. You already had a successful product. 2K16 was successful. How is it that through the years from 2K16, people still hold, when they rank the 2Ks in the last maybe 10 years, 2K16 is up there? And I don't know if it's 10 years or whatnot. I'm just saying, when they rank it, 2K16 is one of the top ranked games. Why not? Help me understand 2K. Help me understand 2K community. Help me understand Ronnie. Why can't you guys just remaster 2K16 for next gen? Remaster it, make it better, make it look better, but just take those core fundamentals. It was there already. The foundation, the blueprint is there already. Why not just take that and give us that again? Help me understand, guys. If you're new to the channel, please consider dropping a like. If you found this video helpful and or informative, please consider subscribing, as we intend to have a ton of next gen content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.